guys, welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Nduna Wengombe, which means headman of cattle. I am of course your headman of cattle, Mitchell Mutumba, aka the Induna. So today on the 2nd of July 2021, I felt I should do a video on grapes. I know a lot of us eat grapes. We buy grapes, whether it's on the side of the road or in the shop in fruit and veggie. But I felt I should do a video on it and speak about the different type of grapes and how you can actually go on to start on your own grape plantation. As you guys know, I'm never riding solo. I'm always riding with my trusted notebook over here. So let's get into it. Grapes are a very attractive ornamental addition to the garden or courtyard and will add seasonal interest throughout the year. Growing your own grapes and enjoying the little juicy gems they harbor is definitely possible and most enjoyable in all types of gardens. A few pointers. Grapes like hot sunny areas that offer some protection from frost in winter. If you take good care of your grapevine, it will grow and produce for many years to come. It might even outlive you. So it could your grape could outlive you, guys. So that's something that you need to pay attention to. Your grapes could outlive you. Keep in mind and choose a site that will accommodate your vine permanently. Good drainage is very important for the health of your vines. Choose a well drained site with a sandy loam soil. So grapes prefer sandy loam soil. Grapes won't thrive in clay soil. They're not really a clay. So clay soil, big no-no. Sandy loam soil, that's where they work. Planting your grapes. The best time to plant your young vines is in the early autumn or early spring. Select a strong, healthy plant from the many varieties available. The following grape varieties are suitable to grow on the highveld and in other summer rainfall areas. So the information I got here is based on South Africa. So this can grow in the highveld of South Africa. I believe they could also grow in Namibia, particularly here in Windhoek, because we are also not really. Are we above? Probably above sea level. Also, we're right around there. So let's get in. Let's go with the first one, the Katoaba. Produces small round grapes with dark purple red skin. It is a slip skin grape with seeds. The flavor is musky and the taste sweet sour. It can be used as table grapes and to make wine. Katoaba is a fast and strong grower with good resistance to disease. Harvest time, mid-January to early March. That's the Katoaba. Then there's the white Hanamput. The white Hanamput. This is one of the oldest cultivars and originated from North Africa. It produces large berries with green skin that turn yellow when ripe. The skin is soft and the flesh is clear and seeded with a strong sweet muscat flavor. When fully matured, white Hanamput is an excellent multi-purpose variety and can be used for table grapes, juice, drying, and wine making. Harvest time is February to March. So the white Hanamput is, if you buy series juice, when you buy the grape juice, it's that grapes you'd see on the series juice. Red Globe. Produces large grapes with a ruby red color. The skin is strong and the flesh is seeded with a firm, crispy texture and a mild, sweet, pleasant taste. The Red Globe can be used as table grapes or can be used for drying. Harvest time is from January, from early January. Then you have the Crimson. The Crimson, this is a very popular table. This is a very popular table and export variety. It produces medium to large obligated berries with a very bright red color. The skin is soft and the flesh is seeded. The flesh is seedless, firm and crispy with excellent flavor. It is a vigorous and strong grower and is very adaptable to seedless and can be used as table grapes or can be juiced or dried. Harvest time is late February into March. Then you got the Flame Seedless. Produce small round berries with an attractive light red color. The skin is medium medium thick. The flesh is seedless and firm and very sweet and juicy. It is a vigorous grower which with good yieldage. Flame seedless can be used as table grapes or can be juiced or dried. Harvest times is early ripening from late November to December. So this is the December one. So there are three types of grapes that you can use for wine here. It's the Catawba, which could be used for wine. The Catawba could be used for wine. The Hahnenput could also be used for wine making, or the Hahnenput could be used for juices, wine making, or drying. You see, so it's got three uses. The Catawba could be used for wine making, so you can use it as table grapes, eat it fresh or wine making. The Hahnenput table grapes, juice, drying, and wine making. The red globe, same thing. You can also use it as table grapes and can be juiced, or table grapes can be juiced and dried. This is the crimson. The crimson table grapes can be juiced or dried. So there are just two. It's the Hahnenput and the Catawba are the two that can be used for wine making. While the rest seems like they can't be really used for wine making here. All of them can be used for juice. So remember the Catawba and the Hahnenput if you're trying to make wine. Those are the two. One, I think the Catawba would make the red wine. The Hahnenput would make the white wine. So just remember that if you're trying to get into wine making. And I believe there's the other ones. There's a Chardonnay and so forth in various other breeds. Various other varieties. The nature of grapes. Grapevines are vigorous growers and need to be supported by a steady structure. A steady structure such as gum poles. And this structure has to be installed beforehand. Plant only one vine per support. Grapes are a gross feeder. Prepare the planting holes in advance. Dig a hole of about 60 times 60 centimeters and add a gracious amount of compost. A good measure of bone meal, which is 2 to 2,3,2, according to the manufacturer recommendations, to the dug out soil. Use the soil to plant your new vines and plant it slightly deeper than it was in the bag or the plant pot you bought it in. If planting more than one plant, space between them should be 1.5 meters apart and 1.5 meters wide. After planting, cut the stems back to 3 to 4 eye buds. You can say eyes or buds, and water very well. Spread a gracious layer of mulch around the plant. Keep clear of the stem. Grapes can be grown with great success in large pots, tubes, or troughs, providing they are in full sun and are supported by a vertical gum pole or a structure. Their plants will have vines in the garden. Also keep in mind that vines in pots will need to be watered and fed more frequently. We continue to say, pruning your grapevine. It is very important to prune your grapevines during their dormant stage in mid to late winter, just before spring growth starts. During this first season, choose the strongest stem on your young vines and cut it back to about two nods or 2 eyes. Prune all other branches. The 2 eyes will send out shooters. Choose the strongest of the 2 shooters and tie it to the support structure. Remove the other shooters. Survival of the fittest is the approach you'd use. As this shooter grows continuously tie it to the support. Pinch the shooter at about 30 centimeter interval until the plant reaches the top of the support and cut the shoot at this height. The shoot will develop 2 straight shoots, which must be trained to grow horizontal in opposite direction from the main shoot along the top of your structure. Every subsequent winter, cut the shoots that develop during the season back to 6 buds and older fruit bearing canes back to 2 buds. Remove all dead and disease growth. Harvest. Allow the grapes to mature on the vine and only pick when fully ripe. Taste the fruit before you start picking it. picking it is fully developed. Remove by holding the bunch of grapes in one hand and cut the stem with a very sharp knife or a suture. Avoid pulling or jerking. Avoid pulling or jerking, as this may damage the fruit. As this may damage the fruit or plant. So that is how you go about grape farming, guys. Remember the two grapes if you wanna go into producing grapes for wine. It's the Katoaba. That one you can make wine with. You can make juice, wine, dried fruit, and also use it as stable grapes. And you have your Hanemput. You can use it for table grapes, juice, wine making, or drying also. And then you have the other seedless ones like the flame seedless, and the crimson. The crimson is also seedless. So these are the type of variants of grapes. And you have the red Globen. Red Globen also you can use it for juice or drying. So if you buy red Globen grapes, you can't really make wine out of it. You can use it for juice. You can use it to make juice or to dry. But the Kotwaba and the Hanemput, if you want to go into wine production, the Kotwaba will produce the red wine. The Hanemput will produce white wine. So those are my 2 cents on grape farming, guys. One, as I always say, just do me two favors. If you like the content I put out in this video, give me a huge thumbs up and hit that subscription button, turn on the bell notification so you're notified when I do future uploads. And with that said, guys, I just want to say, have yourself a good weekend, stay safe out there, and if you find yourself in Namibia or South Africa, keep wearing your mask and keep social distancing and sanitizing. The numbers are going up. With that said, guys, bye for now. Enjoy your week.